Alright. Hello, everybody. Manny here. Welcome back. Yo, chill on me, brother. Welcome back to Pokemon Shield. In last episode, we beat the last two gyms in an hour-long extravaganza. This time, we're going to make our way to Winton Overwatch. Oh my god, my goat! I love these guys so much. Ooh. I thought you would heal my Pokemon. Hello and goodbye. What the fuck is the purpose of this corner? To mislead me into wanting to do something rash. And fighting a fucking Snover, apparently. Go check this phone. You gotta fight somebody? Ugh. I hate these routes that's like, pick their poison, but no matter what, you have to fight something. You can't just get the training. I'll come back later when I feel like getting money. I'm gonna rock slide. Congratulations. You got to hit a rain boosted water pulse. Consider your payment death. You have nothing for me. Other than a 55% hypnosis. Yeah, it's got something for me, apparently. Ow. I die? Like, Jesus Christ. No, I don't want to check the map. I'm meant to go into my bag and pop a hyper potion. Actually, I'm gonna pop the max. Why do they ever make it go lower than 200? I like the 200 pump. You saw me? Donald, you look a little too happy to be using that Gigalith. Oh my god, who are all of these fucking sand? Like, who are all of these fucking... What ability do I have? I have Sand Force. Drill Run it is. Bro set up his own Doom. EQ! I think we'll still get pinged by EQ. That was a crit too. Now that's just mean. Let me out of this prison. Oh no. I think they're actually just straight up faster than me. I'm probably dead here. No, but they did ridiculous amounts of damage. I got Scorbit, Eevee, and Smoocher. Interesting. I got Scorbit from Go. I got a Smoochum from Spain, Europe, BDSG, and I got a Japanese adaptability Eevee. I just gotta go for it. I didn't kill, but that was most of its health. And I just made this thing burn friggin'. I made this thing burn, what's it called? Fuck. Oh my god, why can't I remember the name of the move? Close combat. You know, I'm about to just switch in and hit fucking fake out and let this thing die to hail like an asshole. That feels so mean to fucking force something to lose a turn off with a fucking fake out. Ugh. I really am surprised this thing is not watertight. Oh, come on. You wasted your turn to hit a setup move. You should kill yourself. Now. Oh my god, I didn't think it would. I was ready for it to kill itself. Wait a goddamn minute, I forgot to make my Ditto European, or fucking foreign. That's why I'm not getting fuck all. I'm just getting a shitty ass regular thingamabobber. I gotta go fix that after this. So that's why the magic isn't happening. I fucking forgot. The only problem is now I need to get to fucking Winden. And I'm already here. Just let me through! I hate you so much. It was Pinkerton. Goofy ass. Oh my god, they have two. Boom. Die. Mudslap. Asshole. That does nothing. But it does give me an attack boost. You can get Togedemaru in this game? Pop. Pop. Boost. that. Let's guarantee paralysis. If this thing is electric type, I'm just gonna fucking earthquake and tank it. Had to be fucking Noivern, and you dead ass. Why are you putting up Tailwind at this point in the game? You're already the fastest thing in the game. How does it keep avoiding me? Fine. If I get the Pyro Ball, you're dead as fuck. Damn it. I can go this. Die. I don't care, you both can get it. I'm just like, bro, I really missed 2 rock slides in a row on that fucking Token of Mars. Just let me through. I don't want to do this anymore. Winton, I'm here. Friggin' Wimbledon, I am in you. I forgot about this song. Banger. First things first. I'm hitting the goddamn clothes shop. I'm getting fresh as a muff. Such a big stadium, only having like 2 concession stands outside with birds and stuff. It's kind of crazy. Hell no. Nessa in a 9? First things first, appealing. Hello, gentlemen. Bing, 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 bing. The Drip Store! Come here! Get inside, goddammit. This is the freshest store in the fucking game. This is the best you have? A singular fucking palm glove? No handwear, man. I hate this place. Oh yeah. Ditto. Must retrieve my Ditto. Alright, I'll open the 1 egg. Just the 1. Hold on, I need to make space for it now. To the boxes. Because now I must grab my Ditto. Yippee! So, how does this work then? Link trade. Well, let me load new codes. Link trade. Set link code. 4448, 4448. Yes. Now we just wait, huh? What's going on over here? Same weather, same weather, same weather. Oh my god. The weather doesn't change for days, for real? I'll just pause the recording until I find the thing that I'm looking for. Because I'm not gonna make y'all sit here for a while. I'm trying to get my foreign ditto because I forgot I have to make get a foreign ditto. Although, you know what? In the meantime, let me go find. Let me go over here. Let me go catch another ditto and see if I can put it in the GTS. There it is! Wait! I was looking for this thing actually. And it's properly leveled too, actually. I'm trying to get my hands on one of these things for a hot minute. You've done me good, Excadrill. You were not the one I was looking for. I'll let you fight a battle to the death with the man I am eager to replace you with. Okay, it is Eager Sword. Single Ultra? Critical catch! That's what I need. Yes. I got it. You will be named Arthur. You can go to the box right now. Ooh, I actually got what the thing I was fucking looking for this whole time. Does that mean I can, at this point, look for the other one I want? I can just find bro in the Dusty Bowl. Only in the dusk. Or fog. Ugh. Can I find its final evolution roaming around the place? Lake of Outrage, let me guess, Fog. Oh my goodness, Fog is gonna be the death of me, bro. You can't get Fog, you can't get anything apparently to this game. A big pearl. Hell yeah. Once again, back here for more Ditto, which reminds me, I'm gonna be putting out Ditto. Let me make it like fucking Tumbleweed, so it's little baby man, and then it's gonna fucking sweep me. There's a fucking Golurk next to it all, and I immediately get jumped by the spider. I like that these Pokemon are higher level than you. Like, it's so cool. Ditto? Fucking big ass Golurk! Dude, you're cool, but I don't want you. You know, I'm saying all this right now, but I'm gonna have to catch all these things eventually, so I gotta stop complaining and just try to... Did not mean to hit Giga Drain. Although it did do good damage. Oh no, it's Tumbleweed. Okay. Start doing that. Thing is, Pokemon aren't bad because they're fully evolved, but if it's not like a crazy evolution, I can probably get it just fine. Just put level up candies and a bunch of playing the good old raid battles again. Oh my god, it's gonna start doing this now. Good thing I'm not a fucking physical attacker. Woo! Perfect. It was like such a good sweet spot of HP. Let's go. No, I don't want to give you a nickname. Send it to the box. Have I yet to find a trading partner? Where's Rotom? Because I'll actually catch this thing, because probably not going to be able to get your hands on this thing elsewhere in the game. Yep, it's only here. It's a 2% at that. So, try to catch it. Dude, I get it. Uproar, for fuck's sake. Got it. Good thing I caught it now instead of later. I'm gonna be filling out this Pokedex, I might as well have to do some of it. Importantly. I was wondering, like, can you even get regular Rotom in this game? I'm surrounded! Like Zoinks Cube, I'm out of there. I guess I should just go back to the spot. I will merely now, yeah, I'm gonna say I will now merely wait for something, so I'll get back to you whenever the hell that happens. I'll be back. It's like number 6 right now. Need more eggs. I still have 3 eggs. Number 7. Swap out for one of these 3 score buddies. Hey, can you stop bothering me while I'm trying to do my job here, buddy? Number 8. An egg. That's actually how it works. None but a. Oh no, it can come without Libero, which is not what I want.
going on, guys? Living Good Zombies here, back with another Pokemon Scarlet Violet video.
Shiny Pokemon are extremely rare, and it can take thousands of encounters just to find one. So I decided to torture myself by attempting a shiny-only challenge of Pokemon Sword. To make things even harder, this is also a hardcore Nuzlocke, which means my shiny Pokemon can die. And oh boy, do a lot of them die. I started this journey in December of 2023, and I've only just completed it in November of 2024. That's almost a year. That's how long this took me. How many shinies did I find in almost a year? How many will even make it out alive? And can I beat the undefeated champion? Well, let's find out. Look, I'd love to say that our first hunt was for a shiny starter, but this is the game that started the trend of the starters being shiny locked, so unfortunately we can't soft reset for one. But don't worry, I will get my hands on a shiny Scorbunny. We'll just have to wait for a while. Instead, my first shiny hunt is in Route 1, and here we can find a lot of cool shiny Pokemon, but I didn't even notice that this was a shiny. Oh, wait, that's shiny? Huh? Wait, no way, wait, that freaking sucks. Dude, if I didn't see the sparkles, I would have ran from this. There's no way that's shiny, dude. Oh my, looks like every other Blipbug I've ran into. Blipbug? Blipbug? Yeah, that's how you say it. Oh my, I mean, it's a shiny.
Huh? Yeah. I thought you did. I'm 90% sure I gave you had it. Or like it was mine, and you had it, and I can, but I'm pretty sure I got it in here.
Cabinets are a lot more organized than mine probably, so.
I guess, but also not really.
I'm just saying. If you want me to check real quick and I'll just give you.
Yeah, any like important cabinets like. Oh, did the weather change? I'm replaying it, but also, yeah, I'm replaying it, and I'm shiny hunting right now. I mean, well, yeah, let's say I'm shiny hunting right now.
I guess, but it kind of sucks. Oh well, might as well gotta catch it. It's Nuzlocke, but goddamn. Alright. Now, I was actually pretty disappointed with this shiny. I thought Blippi was super lame, and you can't really blame me, because like look at them, they're the same. They're the same Pokemon basically. But my mind did quickly change after evolving it at level 10. Here, let's see if its evolution looks any better, maybe, because like it's. Oh, wait, that looks so much better. Because it's normally like a bright yellow. Oh, that looks actually pretty sick. Now that I have my very first shiny, I can finally begin the run for real. And after some yapping and walking, Pop challenges us to a battle. And I was a bit nervous seeing he had 3 Pokemon, but his Wooloo is level 5, so Blippi just sets up a Reflect to boost his defense before 2-shotting the rest of Pop's team. So that was an easy win. After our victory, we are given the Dynamax band, and we head to the wild area, where I decided to find my next shiny. But since I recorded from getting to the wild area and doing the shiny hunt, it ended up being like a 12-hour long file, and it kinda just broke. But I found Arrow, the shiny Electrike, which is really cool, and shiny Manectric is super amazing and isn't talked about nearly enough. Sadly, Arrow wouldn't make it that far. He is able to help me beat Hop in our second battle, but then I run into Bead. Now I thought Bead would be a super easy and super simple battle, with Blippi having a clear advantage against his psychic types. But after setting up a light screen, Bead Solosis uses a horrifying move. It used Endeavor. This move matches the user's HP with the target's. This means if we don't one-shot it, we could be in a lot of trouble. Like, you know those Rattata sweeps? That could happen to us. I don't want to get feared, and I'm really not confident that Blippi can one-shot with Struggle Bug, so I use Confusion instead for some small chip. And on the next turn, a Struggle Bug doesn't KO, and it uses Endeavor. An Oran Berry does heal Blippi just a bit, but now he's super low and has to take down 2 more Pokemon. The light screen does let Blippi win the 1v1 against Haktini, but a round did leave him on 5 HP. Thankfully, a level up does bring that up to 7 HP, so like, hell yeah, stonks baby. That's right, Blippi's bringing stonks back. 7 HP is nice and all, but I'm still terrified of Gothita. Thankfully, it uses Pound, which only does 4 damage, and I thought with the boost from Storm, Struggle Bug might have OHKO. But not only does it survive in the yellow, it also has competitive, so we've given it a free special attack boost. Well, this is really bad, and I only had one way to avoid the wipe here, so I send an arrow on a +1 side beam that almost one-shots him. Since he did survive though, he's able to land a Thunder Wave before being killed by a Psybeam. But he died a hero, as that Thunder Wave allows Blippi to come in and outspeed and finish the battle with one last Struggle Bug. Losing Arrow was actually super upsetting for me, because not only did it take like 12 hours to find, but Arrow was the name of my childhood dog who sadly passed away last year. And I really thought I could bring him all the way to the Hall of Fame, but sadly, Arrow's story ends here. But much like real life, I'll never forget him. I hope the Arrows are up in doggy heaven, playing some fetch and napping in the sun. Anyway, Bede is now my most hated trainer in all of Pokemon. He's replaced Atticus because he killed my dog. I will do what I can to ruin his life. And trust me, we do ruin his life. The first step in ruining Bede's life is meeting him in the Champion Cup. To get there though, I'd need all 8 badges, which brings me to Turffield Stadium. And after completing a really cute gym challenge, we could finally challenge the first gym leader of Galar. Milo uses grass types and honestly probably some roids because god, just look at those muscles. He could crush like a watermelon, like between the biceps or something. Guy's insane. And anyway, the roided farmer leads with Glossifer, but Blippi has the clear advantage and can KO with 2 Struggle Bugs. For this run, I'm allowing myself to Dynamax only when or after the opponent Dynamaxes, which means I get to see Big Blippi, who wins the battle with 3 Max Flutterbites. And finally, we have our first gym badge. But I did also lose an arm after Milo rips it off with his handshake. Or at least crush my bones, because goddamn he's huge. Now, Blippi definitely can't take on Nessa all by himself, and since Arrow has sadly passed, I was going to need a new shiny. So, I went back to the wild area and started hunting in the grass here. This patch had the best chances of finding a good Pokemon that could deal with Nessa's Ace Dreadnought, which is a huge power boost compared to Eldegoss. And while I hunt for my new team member, I wanted to ask you all a quick question. What was your first shiny Pokemon? Mine was a Zubat in Mount Moon, who I thought was glitched, so I caught it thinking I was the only one in the world with a green bat. And now Shiny Zubat and Golbat have a special place in my heart. Also, if you're enjoying the video, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and gives me a nice little dopamine boost whenever I hit the refresh on YouTube Studio. Please, I need it. I need it badly. Oh hey, here's our new shiny. Oh, dude, that's shiny. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Oh my, dude, I'm so pumped. That is so awesome. Shiny Roselia, Roserade, one of my favorite shinies. All right, let's catch this thing. We get this one ball. 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah. The really cool thing about Rose, other than it being a really awesome shiny, is that we can evolve it pretty quickly by talking to the Digging Brothers, who can dig up a shiny stone. So Rose the Budu evolves into Roselia, which looks incredible and has always been an S tier shiny to me. But even better is shiny Roserade. God, this Pokemon is so freaking cool. Team Yell blocks the path to Holeberry, so Blippi sorts him out with some Struggle Bugs. And legit, on the same bridge, Hop blocks our path as well, so Rose has to teach him a quick lesson by setting up Groves on his Wooloo into one-shotting his whole team. And I finally made it to Holeberry. We then run into Chairman Rose, not to be confused with our Rose. Didn't really think about that when nicknaming her, as he's talking to Bede. who was bad-mouthing us like he didn't freaking just kill my dog. Anyway, we get invited to go to dinner after our battle, and we're told to make it quick. But that's kind of hard to do when Nessa isn't even at the damn gym. We fetch Nessa and enter the gym, and my god, these gym puzzles put Scarlet and Violet to shame. It's actually beautiful in here. Well, we clear out the puzzle and challenge Nessa for our second badge. I won't lie, having a Roserade makes this fight super easy, as Giga Drain one-shots Goldeen, and Petal Dance rips apart Arrokuda. Since Rose is locked into Petal Dance, we can't Dynamax, but it doesn't really matter as Rose just outspeeds and literally blows up Nessa's Dreadnought. So that's a super easy second badge. But Kabu was looking very terrifying with his team of fully evolved fire types. Before we worry about any of that though, I have a super awkward dinner, and I honestly didn't feel like I needed to be here. But hey, free food is free food, especially in this economy. I was told that I should head to Galamine 2, where I run into my nemesis Bede, who Rose absolutely destroys. Look at that face. I can't wait for it to be consumed by sadness. And I guess the mines are just a cool place to hang out in the UK because everyone was here. From Team Yell, who Hop and I beat in a double battle, to the third gym leader Kabu. We ask him nicely to go back to his gym so we can challenge him, and so he runs off into the distance. If I challenge Kabu right now with my current team, I'd get cooked, as both Blippi and Rose are weak to fire types, and his fire types are no joke. So I was in desperate need of a water type, and honestly there wasn't many cool water types available to us. So I went for one of the most underrated shinies in the franchise. Oh, shiny Wingull, yes! Oh my god, finally. Oh my, yes. Look at it. Look at him glide. Oh, hell yeah, man. This took forever. Thank God. Alright, we can finally have a Pokemon that isn't weak to Kabu. We get super lucky as Pelly has Hydration, which turns into Drizzle when she evolves into Pelipper. This would be essential for beating Kabu. He leads the battle with Ninetales, and I lead with Pelly. Pelly does get burnt by a Will-O-Wisp as she sets up an agility for +2 speed. This lets her outspeed on the next turn, but Water Pulse isn't able to KO. But Ninetales just misses a Fire Spin. Kabu knows that Ninetales is going to faint here, so he uses a final quick attack for some chip damage before it gets KO'd. This brings in his Arcanine, but Pelly was actually able to OHKO this time, so Kabu is left with his Ace Center Scorch. I Dynamax Pelly as she becomes a massive shiny, and Kabu's Center Scorch turns into its G-Max form. It's able to survive Pelly's rain-boosted Max Geyser with red HP before firing back with a weak G-Max move as Pelly finishes the battle off with one last Max Airstream. Thank God for Pelly, or this would have ended in a lot of deaths. Also, I love how the first 3 gym leaders come and see you off, and how defeating Kabu is considered a big deal. I don't know, it just feels like the adults in this game are actually adults. Well, for the most part anyway. With them seeing us off, Hop and I head back into the wild area, where Bede rage baits him into a battle. Hop, if you lose to him, I swear to God, we are no longer friends. God damn it, Hop. First he kills my dog, and now he's going to send my best friend into his grief era. I do not say grief era lightly, by the way, it's just the best way to explain it. Well, there is a bunch of random story stuff going on, but it's kind of unimportant. So let's move on to something way cooler, and that's Blippi's final evolution into Orbeetle. And this shiny is so freaking good. I can't believe I was ever mad about running into Blipbug. With Blippi evolved, we head to Route 6, which is actually home to my next shiny hunt. Oh, wait, I think that's shiny. That's shiny, right? Yes, let's go. Oh, this took so long. This area actually super annoying to freaking shiny hunt in. Oh my god, I can't speak. Oh, we finally got it though. This is such a cool Pokemon. Oh, hell yeah. Rose, get out of the way. We're trying to look. Okay, or I could just be, you know, egoing. There it is. Look at him. God, he's so cool. Now Mask is really cool, but he does have one of the most infamous evolution methods in the whole franchise. You see, Yamask has to take at least 49 damage in one hit, then you go and walk under this bridge in the wild area and bam, it evolves. Like, without the internet or a guidebook, how would you even know to do this? It's so wild. The other issue is that Yamask is a weird middle ground of tanky. It's tanky enough to take less than 49 damage from a neutral attack, but not tanky enough to safely survive a super effective hit. To safely get the damage requirement, I head to Hammerlock and go into this house on the left of the Pokemon Center, where I battle Black Belt Brian. Once defeated, he gives me the Focus Sash. I then head back to the wild area and battle a Dreadnought that does 54 damage with a bite. For the last step, I bike to the Dusty Bowl, and as soon as I ride under these pillars, Mask evolves. And this Pokemon is so goddamn cool. It's almost worth the hassle it takes to get it. With Mask on the team, I'm more than ready to challenge the next gym, but of course, Hop is here to stop me. He's somehow worse than Nemona. He did change up his team in an attempt to cure his post-B-Day depression, and for the most part, his new team is alright. I mean, Cramorant is a pretty cool mon, but his last team member was a Toxel. Bud caused an Amber Alert in an attempt to beat me in a battle, and that's crazy. Well, I've just made Hobbs' inferiority complex even worse, but at least I get to go on a cool ride to forget all the pain I just caused my best friend. And I seriously don't know how we went from these gym challenges to these. Anyway, with the challenge completed, we can now fight B for our next badge. She leads with her Hitmontop, but Mask is immune to all of its moves, so a few Shadow Claws takes it down. Her Pangoro, however, threatens Mask with a super effective Night Slash, but I still do have the Focus Sash attached, but it just uses a workup to boost its attack, as Mask then counters that boost with a Will-O-Wisp, burning it, which in turn halves its attack. I thought with the burn, Mask might be able to win the 1v1, but unfortunately Pangoro's Night Slash puts Mask in range for a crit, and Bulldoze isn't anywhere close to being a 2-hit KO, so Mask can't afford to stay in. I switch into Pelly, who eats a weak Night Slash, but then she misses her Air Slash, and a second hit from Pangoro procs our Citrus Berry. Thankfully the second Air Slash connects and the edgy panda finally falls. B then sends in her Surfetched, which is another amazing Galar form. I mean, look at him, he radiates aura. Its pure awesomeness throws off Pelly a bit as an Air Slash fails to OHKO, but it gets arrogant and sets up a Swords Dance, so a 100% accurate Water Pulse drowns it out, and B is now left with her Machamp. Since B is going to G-Max here, we turn Pelly into a Big Bird, and she turns her Machamp into Forearms from Ben 10. It's actually quite tanky as well, as Max Airstream doesn't even take it into the red. But its best move against Pelly is a weak Max Darkness, so one more Max Airstream sends it back to the Omnitrix and earns me my 4th badge. After completing my gym battle, Sonia comes to have a chat, but it's interrupted by a huge rumble, and when we go to investigate, it's Bede trying to destroy a historical site. Well, luckily for us, we get 2 forms of revenge here, as Mask completely solos his whole team, and after the battle, we get to watch him get kicked out of the gym challenge. Look at that face. With the 4th badge in hand and Bede's hopes and dreams destroyed, we're now halfway through the game and I still haven't gotten myself a shiny Scorbunny. Let's fix that. Now at the start of the game I did a lot of resetting to get a female Scorbunny. This means I just need to find a male Pokemon in the same egg group, so meet Dad Trio, because 3 dads are better than 1. I put Score Mummy and Dad Trio into the daycare and they start producing offspring. And this hunt took me ages, like at least 28 hours. But eventually I hatch my long awaited starter. Oh, yes. Oh my god, look at him. Look at him jump. Oh, finally. Oh, this took so long. Thank god. Look at him, he's so cute. Oh, it's a shame we have to evolve this so quickly. Oh, but look, he's so freaking... I love School Buddy. Man, I adore School Buddy. He's just so goddamn cute. Look at him in the camp. Look at him run. The ears, the speed. Oh, I love him. I was so tempted to just not evolve School Buddy, as I'm not nearly as passionate about Cinderace, but since this is a Nuzlocke, the extra power is very appreciated, especially with him learning Pyro Ball once evolved. Oh, I also named him Ace, which is not only a reference to his species name, his position on the team as the technical first Pokemon on the run, but also named after Fire Fist Ace, one of the best fire users in anime. Let's just hope they don't share the same fate. The road between the 4th and 5th badge is one of the few not blocked by a random rival battle, which means I can challenge Opal straight away for the 5th badge. She leads with yet another goated Galar form in Galar Weezing. Sadly, its part poison type means a Sludge Bomb from Rose isn't super effective, allowing it to survive. But she is nice enough to give Rose a speed boost after answering a quiz correctly. A second Sludge Bomb confirms the KO onto Weezing, and Togekiss enters the battle. I thought a super effective Sludge Bomb would easily one-shot here, but sadly Togekiss survives on red HP, but does get poisoned, as Rose barely survives an Air Slash. I for some reason switch into Mask here, but Rose would have just KO'd with a second Sludge Bomb as we outsped, so Mask takes unnecessary damage as the poison KOs Togekiss. Opal sends in her Mawile, which intimidates Mask, lowering his attack stat. But we answer another quiz question, and this time Mask is given a boost to his defense and special defense. This means a crunch from Mawile does barely any damage, and since it is a contact move, we switch abilities, which actually lets us get an attack drop. Sadly, this cool play is ruined by me clicking Slam, which switches our abilities right back, as it gets a second Intimidate off. With Mask at low HP and weakened attack, I decide it's best to bring in Ace for his very first battle. And despite Mawile getting off an Iron defense on the switch, Pyro Ball is able to cleanly one-shot. Now, I didn't know how to leave the gym challenge to go heal, so that was my last Pyro Ball PP, which makes things really awkward when Alcremie enters the battle. I know it's going to G-Max here, so I switch into Pelly, but after turning into a massive cake, it hits a nasty G-Max finale, which brings Pelly really low. I predict another G-Max finale, so I switch back into Ace, who resists the attack. Since he did tank the hit so well, Ace stays in and hits a soft headbutt before Alcremie uses its final G-Max move, which does restore most of its HP. Since Blippi is the only one on the team left with full HP, I send him out and he ends up being my Dynamax target. And he can KO Alcremie with 3 Max Mindstorms for a very messy 5th badge. After defeating Opal, she offers to travel with us back to Hammerlock, which I wasn't too thrilled about until I watched her absolutely creep on Bede. These have to be some of the most terrifying still frames in all of gaming, but it still isn't enough torture for me to let go of my revenge. But the time will come. There is once again a huge rumble, but for maybe the first time ever in a Pokemon game, the adults of the region tell us to ignore it as they run off to deal with the danger. This is such a refreshing change of pace. But the moment of peace is quickly ruined by Hop, who has crafted another team. Rose easily handles his Trevenant,
Texas tomorrow.